All right, today's topic is, would I ever leave Thailand, or specifically Bangkok? And you can actually ask yourself that question. Would you ever leave Bangkok or Thailand if you lived here? Say you're thinking about moving here. Okay, yeah, and you like it. Would there ever be a situation where you would actually leave? So we're going to talk about that today. Are you ready? Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, today we're at the Sterling, which is a racket club close to my condo, maybe 3 blocks. And they do tennis, they have indoor-outdoor tennis, they have handball, they have racquetball, they have pickleball, and that's what we're here. There's a group of us ready to play pickleball today. Hey, what's up? It's JJ, the Lonely Bull in Asia, here in the Sterling. We are playing pickleball. This is my group behind me, getting ready to play. But what we're going to talk about today is, if you live or thinking about coming to Thailand or Bangkok long term, would you ever leave? So I'm going to talk about what cases or what situation would make me want to leave Bangkok. I've been here almost 2 years now, and I have a lease on my condo that's another year after October, so I'll be here at least another year unless I break my lease, and I don't see me doing that. So what would prompt me to want to leave Bangkok? Bangkok, in my opinion, in my mind, has everything that I want, almost everything that I want for a place to live. My neighborhood is awesome. It's a short walk to the BTS on Sukhumvit. Some people may think it's too long. If you walk at a casual rate, you're going to take 10, 11 minutes to get to the BTS from my condo. If you walk at a fast, brisk pace like I always do, it's usually about an 8-minute walk. I like it because I want to get my 10,000 steps in anyway, so it doesn't really bother me. You know, sometimes it's a little hotter than I would like. Sometimes it's rainy, but I always carry an umbrella during the rainy season, so there's no issue there. If it's raining really hard or if it's really hot, I can take the shuttle from my condo to Emporium Mall, which is right at the BTS station. So they drop me off at the mall, I go into the mall, go up the escalator 1 flight, and I'm at the BTS. Boom, like that. So I've got those options. The neighborhood's nice. It's a little pricey from the rest of the Phrom Phong area along Sukhumvit. There's 3 clubs within walking distance, basically right across from my condo. So if you're into clubbing, you got GOT, you got 24 Boulevard, and you've got one other. But I don't go to the clubs, so it's not a big thing for me. But there's nice restaurants, so if you want to take a girl to a nice fancy restaurant, a higher end restaurant, they've got those there too. The rest of the Phrom Phong area neighborhood is super nice. I mean, you've got lots of pubs, like my favorite pubs, you know, O'Shea's, Laughing Tiger, great prices on happy hour beers, good food. They got Robin Hood right there in the corner. They got a lot of other restaurants, 3 big malls there, Emporium, M Quartier, and M Sphere Mall. And they've got grocery stores in a couple of those malls. So you've got pretty much everything you need right there in your Phrom Phong neighborhood. So the only thing that Bangkok doesn't have is a beach. You know, so if I wanted to hang out at the beach or see the ocean, I would have to get on a bus or take a car to Pattaya or Jomtien or those areas along that coast, or on the other side of the bay there. You've got Hua Hin and Cha'am. So you can go to the beaches, but it's going to take you 2 or 3 hours depending on where you go. That's not a big thing for me. I don't mind not having a beach right outside my door, but you never know. I mean, I'm kind of I'm that lonely bull, and I get that itch to move every 2 or 3 years. And so when my lease is up next November, that's going to be right at 3 years living here in Bangkok. So will I get that itch again to move? I don't know. I do like the convenience. Here's the reasons why I probably won't move. One is the convenience. I can walk to play pickleball. I'm 2 stops away from a 42 tee-off driving range, so every Saturday morning, my buddies and I, we hit the golf balls. You know, it's a short grab ride with your clubs to go play golf at one of the nearby golf courses. We go to the Navy Academy golf course, and it's pretty cheap. It's like 1,500 baht, 18 holes, plus a cart, plus a caddy. So we've got that, and then I always tip the caddy about 500 baht. So it's about 2,000 baht all in for a round of golf, which is about $60 US. So that's not bad. There's other courses around here that are a little more expensive, a little nicer, and we will imbibe in those courses too, which is nice. So you've got those conveniences. Speaking of convenience, just riding the trains, the BTS Skyrail or the MRT subway makes it super easy to get around this large metropolitan city, which is Bangkok. So once you understand how to use the trains and where you need to go with those, it's really easy to get around here. It's very convenient. You don't have to worry about the traffic then. You just get on the train and you're there, pretty much. There are some places you go to that you'll still need to get a grab or a taxi or something to get to where you need to go. But generally speaking, it's really easy to get around in Bangkok, whether it's by train, bus, grab, tuk-tuk, motorbike, whatever the case may be. You know, the fastest route is getting on the back of a bike and going from point A to point B. That'll get you there really fast. Might be a little hair raising at times, but if you want to get somewhere fast, and to be honest, I rarely take a grab. I usually take the trains pretty much everywhere, and then I like to walk, like I said, so walking's not a big deal for me. So just the transportation and the infrastructure of Bangkok makes it super easy to live here. Grocery stores are abundant, and you can get anything from Thai food, Asian food, Western food. You get it all, and it's super easy. So, but anyway, that makes it super easy to get around, and there's a hospital right up the road, 2 stops from me, so that's really convenient. And what else? What else is convenient? The cost of living is good. I mean, it's not the lowest in Southeast Asia, for sure, but you get more bang for your buck here in Bangkok than you would, say, in other places that I've lived, like in Vietnam or in the Philippines. Yeah, you can probably find cheaper accommodations in those 2 countries, and I have, but the quality of build not quite as good as it is here. So I really like that. I love the condos, how they're built out, the amenities, the gym, the pool, the co-working space. All of that convenience makes things really, really nice to live here in Bangkok. Utilities are cheaper here than they are in the Philippines by quite a bit, so you're not paying as much for your electric or water as I did when I was living in Metro Manila in BGC. So that's definitely a plus too. The food quality is super good here in Bangkok, so you can get any kind of food you want, whether it's traditional Thai food, which is abundant and is very good, Asian food, Mediterranean, Middle Eastern, Western. They got all of that here, and you can find a price range to fit any budget, whether it's cheap. If you go to a street market or a street vendor and get a 20 baht chicken, or you can go to a high-end El Gaucho steakhouse and spend thousands of baht on a steak dinner. You can do it all. If you want to go out drinking, you can find really cheap happy hour drink specials, like Old English Pub up in Tong Lo I think they start their drinks at like 60 or 65 baht for a pint of beer. and that's an English pint, so it's a big pint. And then it incrementally goes up as the day goes on, but still, I mean, you can go there at 6 or 7 at night, and I think it's still only 85 baht for a beer. That's a pretty good deal for a big pint of beer. Food prices, like I said, you can get good food prices too. If you get out in the outer edges of Bangkok, away from the touristy areas, things get really cheap. Condo prices are way down, food prices are way down, everything's a lot lower. However, the convenience isn't quite there. You might not have a hospital nearby. You might not have a grocery store or a mall nearby. You might not have a train station, a BTS or an MRT station nearby. So you've got to think about, okay, if I live far away, I'm paying less for rent, but am I paying more for transportation? And is that going to, is that a wash? Is that going to offset things? Plus you're farther away from your friends, which brings me to the next point why it would be hard for me to leave. I've got lots of friends here, and just this pickleball group, there's like 8 of us today, and I've got my golf group, and they kind of overlap a little bit, but I got a couple guys in the golf group that aren't in the pickleball group, and there's probably anywhere from 6 to 8 of us on a given Saturday playing golf at the driving range. So I've got a lot of really good friends, and I got some friends that aren't into sports, but I still hang out with them on occasion. So it would be tough for me to start over as far as making friends. Now, I generally don't have a problem making friends. I've never had that issue, but I've got a really good circle of friends, couple of circles of friends here in Bangkok, so that would make it tough for me to want to move. Now, if I ever did move, where would I go? Well, one of the places, and you guys can think about this and comment below, where would you go if you didn't want to live in Bangkok? Well, I think if I ever moved, it would probably be somewhere like Hua Hin, which is a kind of a quiet retirement type community along the beach, which is kind of nice, but I don't know, long term, I might get bored there. There are things to do there, don't get me wrong, but it's not Bangkok. Now I could live in Pattaya on the other side, but it's a little wild there in Pattaya. You've got that adult entertainment area that just inundates all of Pattaya. If you go a little further south, you got Jomtien. That's not bad, but you still have a little bit of that adult entertainment part there. There's some other smaller towns up along the coastline there, just north of Pattaya, that are nice, a little heavy on the pricing, a little more high rent districts, so to speak. And you probably aren't going to find a lot of people that you can communicate with. The farther away you get from these larger cities, the less English is spoken, so you're going to have that issue. Another thing is the English language barrier. In Bangkok, especially in the main areas like Krampong where I live, most people that you deal with on a day-to-day basis will speak pretty good English. So like the restaurants, the waitresses at the bars and the pubs, they speak pretty good English. As a matter of fact, probably about half of them are from Myanmar, and they speak pretty good English. So you really don't have an issue communicating with them. The biggest issue is if you're dating a Thai girl, maybe she doesn't speak really good English, and you have to use that app, which can be okay for a while, but it can get kind of tiresome after a while. So that you got to keep in mind of that. So that might be another reason that you guys might get tired of living in Bangkok or Thailand, is the language barrier. So you might want to move if language is a big thing for you. You might want to move to a country that has English as a primary or one of their secondary languages, like the Philippines. And I guess Malaysia, they speak a lot of English there too, from what I understand. Probably not Vietnam. Vietnam's worse for language, as far as the English language, than even Thailand. So that might be an issue. So you got to be careful with that. Other than that, I don't know what would make me want to move from Bangkok, unless it's for a girl. So if I met a girl that didn't live in Bangkok and didn't want to move to Bangkok, and we got serious, I may think about moving, but I don't know. It'd be hard to decide. I got to pick between Bangkok and the girl. That's a tough choice. So who knows? Let me know in the comments below what you think. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified when I post more videos. And as always, live life no matter where you are or where you go. Sabay sabay, and we'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.